As a woman working in what has always been a male-dominated field, I've thought a lot about leadership. In the modern world, there are incredible examples of strong, independent female leaders. But the stories that we have of women in ancient times, of biblical times, are less than complimentary. As I've previously discussed, all of our prayers in liturgy in their original form completely leave out mention of the women altogether. And yet, amidst the Torah's tale of the ancient patriarchal society, a bright light does shine, and that is Miriam's light. Miriam, as we know, is the sister of Moses and Aaron. They were the dream team of siblings, each leaders in their own right, tasked with leading the Israelites out of Egypt and into the Promised Land. Aaron was the first high priest and the leader of the Israelite elders. Moses, we know, of course, was the leader of the Israelites, the lawgiver of Israel, and the true confidant of God. We don't know much about how Miriam was received by her fellow wanderers, but we do know that she was banished with leprosy for a time in the desert, God's punishment for her gossiping. We may not have stories of Miriam's brute strength or her close relationship with God, but what we do know about her has inspired women throughout the ages. Think back for a minute to one of the most intense moments in the Torah. The Israelites have just been set free from bondage from Pharaoh, but they still weren't free. They fled and found themselves at the edge of the Red Sea. Water ahead, enemy soldiers behind. You can only imagine the scene was chaotic, intense, and more than a little terrifying. Miriam knew that the situation was dire, but she kept her calm. She gathered the women around her and they began to sing. They sang a song of hope and praise, and they danced along the shores of that sea. It may seem a strange response to such a stressful situation, but to me, Miriam was the hero of that story. While tensions mounted and panic grew, Miriam nurtured. She sang, she organized, and she led. She calmed and distracted, and when the sea parted, she led the wanderers across that sea. So my message to you is this: when they go high, you go low. Yes, I know that's not the way that the saying goes, but what I mean is, when voices raise and things get hectic, you be the calm, quiet voice. You be the force that motivates and changes things from within. And it may not be the position that reaps the accolades or wins the prizes, but you will be a light that shines. A beacon inspired long ago by Miriam in the desert. If you like what you hear and are interested in some other videos, feel free to follow my YouTube channel, and hopefully I'll speak to you soon.